I'm Gleaves Whitney. I'm your host for this evening, and I'm proud to direct the Hauenstein Center for Presidential Studies at Grand Valley State University. And what a wonderful evening to come and enjoy a very stimulating talk. This is a lot better than sitting at home watching Fox News or MSNBC, is it not? Absolutely. I want to tell you about a visit I had with a very special man on Monday. Monday, you'll recall, was the 74th anniversary, Pearl Harbor Day. And I went to see Ralph Hauenstein. Ralph's very special to us at this university, and he's very, very special to us at the Hauenstein Center for Presidential Studies. I said, Ralph, you're almost 104 years old. How you doing? And he said, well, Gleaves, I think I'm about ready to donate my body to science fiction. And, you know, Ralph is special to us because he has led such an extraordinary life, a humane life, a life of leadership and service, second to none. We love him here in West Michigan because of the example he sets, the model he is of what a fully lived, intensely lived life is. You know, after the war, after World War II, Ralph, without any college courses, without any college experience, entered an entirely new field. After being Eisenhower's chief of intelligence, he decides to become an entrepreneur and generate goods and services. And if you know that part of his story, and you link it later to the story where he becomes a philanthropist, and he gives to higher education. And he said to John Wardrop and to Mary Beth Wardrop one evening at dinner, he said, I've seen with my own eyes the worst that leaders are capable of in the 20th century. And he said, I want to do something so that in the 21st century we can cultivate the best, most humane leadership possible. Ralph got the connection between the war, the philanthropy, higher education, because he knows what happens to people. He knows what happens to civilizations when there is a breakdown in that thread of continuity in the humane tradition. And he knows how important it is, not just as a businessman to produce goods and services in the economic sector, but how important it is to produce knowledge and respect the knowledge and respect the process. Ralph may not have had a course in higher education, but he totally gets it. Now, I'd like to read a quotation from The Marketplace of Ideas from our speaker, Pulitzer Prize-winning author. I'd like to read a quotation that links what Ralph was about with what we're about at the Hauenstein Center and says something about our speaker. Louis Menand writes, knowledge is our most important business. The success of all our other business depends on it. Its value is not only economic. The pursuit, production, dissemination, application, and preservation of knowledge are the central activities of a civilization. Knowledge is social memory. Knowledge is a connection to the past. Knowledge is a social hope. Knowledge is an investment in the future. The ability to create knowledge and put it to use is the adaptive characteristic of human beings. It is how we reproduce ourselves as social beings. It's how we change. It's how we keep our feet on the ground and our heads in the clouds. What a beautiful statement about the purpose of the university, the generation of knowledge, and the central core of what the Hauenstein Center is about. I mean, we could adopt that as our mission statement. And Ralph is the person who links all of this together. Thank you for being here this evening. I'd like to call up Joe Hogan now to introduce our speaker for the night.